rage con season. I mean, you get all these nerds everywhere. They all come dressed up as I don't know what, and then you have to check them all, which means double the work. I really don't like all that. Hang on, here comes one now. Yeah, okay. Stay there, please, stay there. Hello there. Now, do you have anything that you wish to declare? No, well, just remain nice and still. I can see you're very, very eager to get in, but it's very early still, so patience is a virtue in this situation. I'm going to just perform a little quick scan on you, okay? Make sure that all of the that I really cannot take you seriously dressed up like that. Thank you. I don't quite know what you were thinking wearing this as you were talking to me, but I'm just going to place that in the confiscated security section just for the time being. Where was I? So you need to go through just a little check of all of your items to make sure that you, along with everybody else, will be nice and safe as you enter your con, whatever it is. I mean, you do look kind of eager. Now, please, just try to keep a little bit calm. I know you're very excited, but it is my job here to keep everybody safe, okay? So if you can just work with me, I can work with you. We can get this through nice and simple for you. A quick check, a quick look here and a quick look there, and get you all scanned and get you through for your con experience. Now, I know that it's very early at the moment, so I expect you've been waiting outside quite a long time in that queue just to even join that absolutely ginormous queue behind me. Or, like I said, patience is a virtue in this situation. 1 second. Yeah, just don't listen. I think I've got the biggest nerd here. I don't quite know what they've come as here at the moment. They seem to have a bit of a mixed match of every franchise under the sun. I don't quite know what it is. This is exactly what I mean. This isn't proper security work. This is for nerds. You've got it as well. How many of them are coming through? Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah, well, my queue is building quite a lot behind this person here. Yeah, and there seems to be a lot coming behind them. No, don't worry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I planned it. Thank you so much for just halting there. So, I am going to have to give you a little scan. Okay, check that all of your costume, which looks really good. Did that take you a long time to do? I'm sure it did. And who have you come as? Oh, really? Oh, really? Sorry, I don't have a clue who any of that is. My duty here is to make sure that everyone keeps nice and safe, so I'm going to give you a little scan to begin with, okay? There's going to be a little bit of a bright light here. Try not to look at it, but feel free if you want to as well. So, whilst you're there in all of your attire before you take it off and probably hide some things, I'm just going to use my light here. I'm going to advise you probably not to look directly at it because it's going to be quite bright, but I'm going to use it just so I can check all of your costume there. Make sure there's nothing concealed or nothing where it doesn't need to be. Yeah, I know you can take it out of your pocket. Yeah, but yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll do that very, very quickly for you. Don't you worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to turn on this light here. Try not to look at it too much. So it's quite bright. Indeed, it's quite bright. So I'm just going to use it. We're going to scan you down there. Scan you down. All of your costume there. Oh goodness me. And then we're going to go back up. Okay, we're going to go back up and scan up to your costume there. Right, and just checking for any places that you might hide or conceal anything in there, things that you're not allowed to bring in here. Everybody has to be checked. Okay, just gonna keep scanning it. Try not to look at the light too much. Now I'm going to bring it towards your face. Okay, try not to look at it too much. Okay, right, that's it. I'm just going to scan there. Okay, scan down there. Scan down there. And this, of course, is an essential part with a visual look before we get to some actual scanning, of course. So what I can see at the moment is that you look like a super nerd, and that there's nothing of importance here that is of course of concern. So congratulations, you seem to have passed that with flying colours there. 1 second. Yeah, the queue's getting quite big at the moment. How's it at your end? I think I'm probably pushing about 200. Yours? Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of check-ins too. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Sorry about that. That's just my colleague as well on the other entrance, just making sure that everybody gets in as quickly as possible. Perfect. So I don't know if you saw the sign over there. It did say items to be removed before you came for your check here. And I don't know how meticulous all the other security guards are along here, but I am quite meticulous for everybody's well-being. So I'm afraid that you didn't read the sign where it said no coats, capes, gowns, cloaks, no scarves, no hats, no helmets. And I've taken your helmet off because you failed to take it off. And I'm just going to take your scarf away from you there. Okay, just got to give that a check. And what's this all about then? Does this go with your helmet? No. Okay, so I've got to just check your scarf that there's nothing concealed in there. No, it doesn't appear to be. Check all of your scarf here. That appears to be okay. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that with me for the time being as we proceed with your scan. Make sure everything is perfectly fine. Now, before we begin, do you have any nerd items you wish to declare? So that could be weapons, other helmets, hard objects as part of your costume. It could be very nerdy type gadgets, you know, any nerd stuff. Well, you're going to have to let me know about it so I can let you in, and then put a zip wire around it to tighten it up and ruin your thing for you. So when people take pictures, it won't look that good, but everybody will know that you're safe and you've been checked. Okay, so nothing? Are you sure we haven't got some nerd stuff in there? Okay. I'm not sure if I believe you so much there, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you a proper check, okay? So I've got your cloak on there. I'm just going to turn this on. And we're going to start from the left side. Scanning. I'm quite meticulous, so I'll go all the way down. Scanning. Okay, doesn't appear to be anything there. And we'll be scanning the other side as well. Scanning. Just as I thought. I was looking for particular objects and the scanner didn't go off, which means that you probably do have something that you need to let me know about so I can put a zip wire around it. Okay, so how about that I just take that off there? Yeah, you take your cloak off there. Okay, yeah, that's very nerdy. Do you go out in public when you're dressed like this? So, what's this from? Something. Oh, right, okay. And you walk around with this cloak, okay? And that's fine, is it? I see. And there appears to be a lot of areas that you have. What's all that on you? I did just previously say, have you got anything you would like to declare? Forgive me, but you appear to have some nerd objects on you. I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a look at those and give you a proper scan. Let me just get your nerd cloak out of the way here. Right, so that's your attire. Anything in the pockets here that I should be aware of? I'm going to check them anyway, so don't you worry about that. Okay, this pocket here, I'll check nerd badge. Okay, and I notice you have a pin on here, so nerd badges are allowed in the convention here. Okay, so in the con, you can take it in there with you, so that's fine. But just as we go through your items here, I'm going to take this robe from you. Okay, and I'm going to place it here. Okay, I did notice that you have quite a lot of layers with you. Okay, I had a lot of edges on your shirt, which to me indicates that you're probably hiding something underneath there. Okay, is there more nerd things? Don't be shy. It's more nerd things, yeah. I thought so. Okay, and why didn't you declare it? You just want to get into the con as quickly as possible because you don't want to be late for a queue that you've queued up 4 days for. That's it. So just remain nice and calm for me, and we can see about that for you, so you can get in as quick as possible. So I'm just going to have to give you another quick scan. Okay, don't worry, we won't do a full body. It'll just be from the top part of your torso here. Doesn't appear to be any cause for concern there, so we can proceed with this. So there was one thing which seems to be protruding from your shirt a little bit there. And what's this little item that you have here? Okay, so is this a nerd thing then? It's not a weapon, is it, or anything like that? It's a weapon of great power, you say? Yeah, just be ready. We might have a bit of a live one here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to open it now, okay? So prepare yourself. Oh, I see what you mean. It's a weapon of great power. You mean, that's nerd language, isn't it? So when you say a weapon of great power, you mean this is a wand, isn't it? So you think this wand has great power. I see what you're coming from. Where you're coming from. Belay that was just another nerd joke. Yeah, I see, right. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to take that out for a little check there. Okay, so this is your nerd wand for your nerd costume. I see. Okay, so have a look there. So that's just rather ever so morbid there, but it doesn't appear to be any issue here. And what you carry that around, okay? Right, that's very straight. Okay, I'm going to place that back in there for you. So, well, that would be the first item which passes. So, we are speeding along here, so we'll have you inside your con within moments. Don't you worry about that. So, you could feel a little bit at ease, okay? I know you're getting a little bit agitated. Just try to relax and we'll get through this as quickly as possible. Don't look at anybody else just running through and who started way behind you and now just going in there. Don't worry about those whatsoever. You need to relax for me and I can keep you nice and safe whilst you're in your con, okay? So I'm going to give you that little scan. If you can just relax for me. Perfect. Turn it on there for you. that's perfectly fine. So pop that in there. How are you getting on with all your nerd things? Yeah, there's so many of them. I've never seen so many. This is not security work. This is I don't know what this is really. No, I'm still seeing the same person. How many? Oh, no, I'm still number one. Okay, over. Don't worry about that. Okay, notice you might have something in your pocket there. Okay, so this is going to be okay. There's no cause for concern here. Right. Everybody stand by. Oh, it's not real. Oh, I see. It's a pirate thing. It's a fantasy pirate. Right. Yeah, just stand up. Stand up. It's a right. It's just when I say do you have nerd items to declare, or anything metallic or heavy, or something in the shape of this, then I would have thought that you would just probably mention it. Why didn't you do that? You're still trying to get into the con as quickly as possible because you spent an absolute fortune to get here. I know that, but this is probably something quite important that you need a little tag on. Okay, right. So this is a prop, is it? Right, and it's a flintlock pistol. Okay, so let me just triple check that out there for you. Right, that's perfectly fine. It's a right, that's not going anywhere. It's a nerd thing again, isn't it? I see what you mean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take your little nerd pistol here. I'm going to place it on the side, just for the time being. Then I can get it all corded up, you know, get a zip tie, a cable tie on there, and get you on your way into the con. Right, so I'm going to place it here as quickly as possible. Okay, right, so I'm going to give you a little scan here because I appear to be missing items. Up in there for me. Keep them up. Right. Yeah. Still nothing there. However, you have something in your back pocket there, just going out the outside. Right. Just turn around for me, okay? Just listen. What would you consider these to be? Foam toys. Is this a nerd joke? Is it foam toys? Okay. Well, you're correct that they are foam swords, but it's still a sword. Okay, and if you read the sign and took time to read it, you would see that you probably should just let me know that you've got this part as your nerd costume, so I can check it for you instead. I've had to find all of these things. Right, okay, so what do you do with these nerd swords? Do you play with them with other nerds in there or something? Nerd sword fights? I see. That sounds like a tremendous amount of fun. Yeah. I'm being sarcastic. Right, so I'm just going to check this. And that doesn't appear to be any issue here. This is as foamy as it can get. I imagine there's a little rod on the inside for the weight, but nothing of any value whatsoever. It's not even well looked after. after. Right, okay, so I think that's probably going to be okay, but I'm going to have to put some cable ties around here. Okay, this is probably something that you should have mentioned to me. Okay, I know that yeah, just calm down there for me. Everybody else, they're not as dressed up as sporadically as you are. Okay, they have some sort of unity in their costume. Yours seems all over the place, so that's why it's just taken a little bit longer than normal. But I assure you, you'll be in there within moments. Don't worry about that first panel you're probably trying to get to. I'm sure they'll let you in at the door for when you're late. I'm sure you've got a space reserved. What's it, like a lottery system or something like that? So it's fair for everybody, but you're technically not fair. Well, I'm sure they would let you in. That's why you got here early, was it? Of course. So I'm just going to take these. I'm going to place them on our security table here to keep all of your items nice and secure there for you, so I can get that all cabled up, get you on your way. Excellent. So do you have anything else that you'd like to declare? 1 second. Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I've seemed to have accumulated quite the queue behind this person. I'm still seeing this person at the moment. There seems to be some sort of anomalies. Okay. Yeah. I mean, feel free to direct them down your side as well. Yeah, we could be a little while here. We still want to go and check, yeah. Okay, over. Don't worry about that. That's just my colleague saying there's plenty of space inside, and it's barely even full yet. I'm just going to take out the scanner then. We're going to turn it on. Right. And now we're going to scan everywhere. Okay, scanning, 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 scanning. So what is this combination of nerd costume meant to be? Please do enlighten me. I see. How long have I been a security guard for? Sorry, I just don't engage in meaningless conversations. For polite chit-chatter, no offense. I take security work exceptionally seriously, and there's nothing more important than security, and you being secure, and me making sure that you have a good time inside your car. Okay. If you move a little bit, then sometimes it might miss something. So you still appear to be clear. So is there anything else here that you have upon your person before we get you into the con? Okay, that you should let me know. That could be used to, I don't know, it might knock into someone, something like that. It could be a bit too heavy. You might have something. Yep, I thought you would. Okay, just turn around there for me. Let me just get in that compartment there. Right, let me just take that out there for you. I'm not even going to call it on security at the moment because I know this is a nerd thing. You can tell instantly by the weight, but the look of it, I'm sure all of the other nerds know exactly what it is. However, I don't particularly know what it's all about, but some resin sort of contraption. But it could be a little bit of an issue if it hasn't got a zip tag around it. Okay, so we're going to have to get this one done as well. It just eludes me why you were unable to tell me that you had this big old thing on your person and didn't just get it out. I know you're in a little rush. Yeah, I know you're in just a little rush, but we're going as quickly as possible. But because you have not worked with me as I have asked, then we're going to have to make sure we're extra meticulous with these things. So I'm just going to give this a little check. Okay, I'm going to get my to watch out for this, just to make sure we're extra meticulous with this one, purely because it could be a cause for some concern, shall we say. Okay, so what we got here? Yeah, plaster here, so there's no hole in there in the barrel. This is poor craftsmanship, if that's meant to be. The plaster there, okay, so we meant to put that in there, but that looks pretty bad. Poor finish, unsanded, not symmetrical there. Okay, some detail in there, but not great. Probably cost you an absolute fortune, but looks very poorly and easily made. A little bit of weight to it, though I'm sure it'll look good as your nerd attire. That was what the helmet's for, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. This goes along with your helmet. Okay, right. So apart from the shoddy craftsmanship there, this is something which I'm going to put on the security table to keep it nice and secure there for you. Okay, and make sure that we can get this cabled up and safe and ready to go into the con. Perfect. So we're going to place that there on the security bench. Okay, where everything is nice and secure and been fully checked, so you won't have to go through that security there as well. I'll call it in and make sure that you get let through, okay? Yeah, so don't worry about. Copy that. Yeah, set up the other security bench after this one is where we can't be too sure of these nerds. They're very, very conniving, you know. I don't quite understand their language or what they're about, but I'm having a bit of trouble with this security check with this particular node. You would, yes, set it up and then they go through another one. That was just my colleague, and I've just let them know that you'll be able to get straight through the next security. Okay, I'll just call that one in now. Let them through the next security. So don't you worry, you'll be let through there immediately. So I think that's probably the last thing. I'm just going to do a little pat down check on you, okay? So I'm going to ask you to lift up your arms for me, just like this. Okay, I'm going to ask you just to turn around, and I'm just going to do a little pat down check as you lift up your arms, see if I can feel for anything else, okay? So arms up there for me. Stop. Yeah, just turn around a little bit. Good. Okay, I'm just going to feel down on your shirt there. Okay, your inner tunic thing. I must say that I'm not surprised really at this point. Let me just check for anything metallic here. Oh yes, there it is. Okay, as expected. So what would you call this here? A lightsaber. Okay, well, this laser sword of yours, okay, seems to be quite heavy. You've got a blade here. Is that why you were walking a little bit funny? Yeah, it was attached to you, right? Yeah, that's probably why, isn't it? So you thought because of the amount of items which you had upon your person for the con that you're trying to get in quickly, yeah, would that happen, don't worry. You thought that you would be able to have it all concealed upon your person as best as possible so you can get in as quickly as possible. Right, I can understand your position. Don't you worry about that. The fact that you didn't let me know on your nerd item here is asking for me to check you more and to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I know, obviously, your intentions are very nerd-based, so that's very obvious at this point. However, because we've got a particular set of rules that we have to abide by to let persons such as yourself in, I'm going to have to triple check everything and make sure that you're fully safe and secure to be able to let into your con. Okay, so let me just get my torch out here so we can have a good look at this here for you, for your safety, and make sure that this is going to be just all well looked after here for you, and all checked for your own. So I'm just going to give it a little shine of light here, make sure that this is going to be all okay for the check. Okay, right, doesn't appear to be anything there, doesn't appear to be anything there. Okay, down the pommel and the grip here, no issues there. Okay, ignition buttons seem to be fine, nothing there, no surprises there. Okay, right down on the pommels, that's doesn't appear to be an issue there, albeit that's a little bit sharp, but that would be fine on your person. Just watch yourself going further up the hilt. Okay, right, and on the top here on your blade, it's just plastic. Of course it is. And you swish this around, do you, and pretend it's a laser sword, a lightsaber. Yeah. And that's sort of fun, is it? No, it sounds like tremendous amount of fun. Okay, well, battling out with other people with lightsabers is a dream of yours that you wanted to do and choreograph things all over the place, and that's what we've thought about doing, and you have the max amount of fun doing that, and that will be fun for you. Okay, I see. Well, that's very interesting there. You do know that's a little bit little. How much was this? You paid $600 for that. It's a NeoPixel laser, so I don't know. I don't quite understand. All I understand is this is going on the security table. Okay, and I'm just going to ask you now: is there anything else that I'm going to find upon your person? Anything else that you need to let me know of, whilst we get you in your final check done before I can let you in the con? Okay, so we've done a little pad check. Okay, I was doing a little lie detector, and that probably would have gone off. Excuse me a second. The queue will move when the queue will move. Your turn will be next. Okay, make sure you have all of your things ready. Was that a nerd friend of yours? Sorry, all these nerds, they have no manners. They don't understand the etiquette of security. Right, you don't have anything else to declare. Okay, so you seem to be quite agitated. I said we'll get this done very quickly for you, so hopefully you haven't missed out too much time there for you. You can see my colleague here has put on all the zip cable ties and everything they need to. Nice and luminous bright yellow, so everybody can see it and know that it's been checked, and also ruin all of your pictures there for you if you go for any sort of realism. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to do one final check. Just one little final check now. Okay, and I can let you in to your con. Okay, now I know it's con season, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of busy things going on at the moment, so just try to remain nice and calm for me. I can get you scanned. Perfect. Scan your head once over. Well, ComScan has detected nothing. Right. Well, I'm pleased to inform you that you've passed all of the checks through here, through security. So if you could just head to that security over there, don't worry, let them know that you're coming, so you would go straight through, and that will ensure that they'll check your tickets, etc., so you can go into your car. So make sure you have your ticket at the ready, okay, on your lanyard, okay, make sure it's out. And these can be all upon your person. Be careful not to drop any, leave anything behind, okay, and make sure that you're careful with all of your items, because you seem to have accumulated quite a lot of things here. Okay, so we're going to give that back to you there. Okay, so what was that on the back there, attached on the back? Okay. Have your slightly suspicious foam weapons there, and was that in on the corner? Here, tuck those in there for you. So we have this old thing here, right? That's quite heavy. Would you want that just there? Perfect. Your flintlock pistol. Not quite sure. You're not dressed as a pirate, but and that goes what in there. Your nerd ones, okay, and that it just goes here, does it? Okay. That okay? Right. Let me get you your scarf there, already there for you, and your robe here. So, yeah, well, we are a very professional, proper security business, so allow me to help you get dressed here. Okay, just put that on there for you, and your arm on the other side, and what was it, the scarf on top? There we go. Yeah, rather interesting. And then finally your hat. Okay, so when I'm going to put your helmet back on, I'd just like you to know that going through security is a very important thing to make sure that you can have a really good time inside. Okay, so I did say it would be a moment. Hopefully you haven't missed your first panel. I'm sure you'll get there in perfect time. You'll see everything you need to see. I'd like to thank you so much for your cooperation, and I hope you enjoy your con. Take care of yourself. Cheerio. So yours.